Hi, I'm Peter Sullivan. I'm a software designer and a troubleshooter here in Silicon Valley, but most importantly, I'm a father. And when my kids were growing up and went to preschool, they both got feedback that they were having developmental delays in preschool. So sensory issues, they were just one was getting overloaded, one was having attention issues and so antisocial issues, and speech delays. So I fell back on my troubleshooting skills and tried to figure out what was happening to our children that was, causing them not to develop at a normal rate, right? So we looked at genetics, we looked at diet, we looked at toxins, and we had a building biologist out to the house to check to make sure we didn't have sick building syndrome, and he was looking at mold. And he also started measuring wireless radiation, which threw me off because I had assumed, being in Silicon Valley here, that wireless radiation was completely safe and well tested. I was actually wrong. What actually happened was the cellular industry rolled out the cellular network and consumer products like phones and baby monitors without any safety testing at all. Just an assumption, a theoretical assumption, that no harm could come from this at all. So the media caught on to this as cell phones were really picking up usage in the mid-90s. They pushed back against the cellular industry and asked for proof and research that this was actually safe. And they said it was safe. Oh, sure, there's a lot of research, but they weren't able to produce it. And the media called them on that. So they pushed into the corner. They spent $25 million. The wireless industry spent $25 million to do research to prove that wireless was safe. It failed. There was no safety. They could only show harm. And the head of the research came up and said, I can't, here's what's going on. I can't prove safety. So what happened? They went into tobacco mode. So they created a law that said you can't complain about health effects in cell towers. And they just started wargaming the science and creating fake science and just kind of basically lying and hiding the truth from consumers. And that was 20 years ago. So this is very sophisticated. It's been going on for 20 years. It's not going to change, okay? It's up to us to actually take action. What we did was we turned off Wi-Fi at night to start. We later moved to wired Ethernet connections. We turned off our cordless phone base station again at night, but then during the day we went back to a normal corded phone. At that point we didn't have baby monitors anymore, but if our kids were really young, we would have turned the baby monitors off as well. So it's the best hope here is that, some people feel that with these developmental delays that something bad happened in the past and there's nothing they can do. In our case, what we discovered was that by lowering these exposures, that the kids improved and slowly returned to normal. That this was not something bad that happened in the past that could never be made up for. That basically this was a constant load on not only the kids, but ourselves. And when it was lightened and reduced, our bodies were able to catch up and start thriving again and return to our full potentials. So I hope you understand that you can take action. We don't have to put up with products that are known to be harmful. We don't have to pay for products that are harming us. We can lower exposures now and demand products that are safe in the future. Thank you for watching this video.